Antes desse vídeo começar, eu gostaria de agradecer a todo mundo que está me dando suporte no Patreon. Muito obrigado e bora pro vídeo! Fala aí pessoal, tudo beleza? Aqui é o Dragão Mascarado trazendo mais vídeo hoje. Continua, a gente parou em Not for Broadcast. Caraca, foi muito rápido. Gente...
Alex, good evening. That time again. Best not to focus on the problems and all that. Let's just get started. But just so you know, the problems with your equipment continue unabated. Locked buttons, screens flickering on and off, sparks and the like. I'm sure you'll manage without issue. Oh, and don't forget, you've got free reign of the SFX buttons now. Make sure to use them to keep the show lively. Cheers!
Oxi. Então, gente, como eu tava falando, esse aqui é o final. Eu acho que talvez esse vai ser o último vídeo. Então agora eu tenho controle sobre os botões de reação.
What have you got me?
Nothing, Glenn.
No, I can't seriously. It's not even a cake.
Sorry, no.
Qual câmera eu vou deixar?
No worries.
How old are you then, Cole? Hey, here we go. Big smiles.
I've actually gained a year. I celebrated 44 last
I
year.
like now.
It's actually this year. Brilliant.
You're 44.
Oh.
I'm going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening and welcome
Spice it up with some audience responses, Alex.
I'm Megan and I'm joined as always by the inimitable Robin and Patrick. How are we?
Well, we have got so much going on tonight. I'm excited.
I'd say I'm about a 12, Megan, on the excitement scale.
Yeah, exactly. We have got so much SoCo stuff coming up. We sure. Celebrity chef Jordan Rankley, who will be cooking
Come on,
us all.
Jane.
We'll be announcing the winners of our big competition, Visions of the Future.
And we'll be joined by a very special guest for a game of Wheel of Truth. And I'll even be showing you how to make your own Leaders' Day gifts. We've got all of that and so much more tonight on The Nightly Show.
With SFX, less is more, Alex.
We are not just soldiers. We are doctors, scientists, and poets. We are all these types because we are you. We
Merda,
will
muita
look
coisa
for the
acontecendo.
truth, and unlike this channel, we will show it to you. You will hear some frightening things about this government. They are chilling, and they are true. We have the evidence. Understand this. There is something wrong with the food.
Right, let's have some applause on the way into the next section.
Paces by Chef Jordan Rankley.
Maria.
But first, we know you love them, so Robin's going to give us an update on our lovely Nightly Show pets in Pet Corner.
Fine, suit yourself.
Well, Megan, first up we have our hamster, Lord Cheeks. Now, he's a squat winter grey with the scientific name Adipem stultus, and he lives here with us in this
é ruim apertar o botão e não
cage.
saber qual que eu tô
Hamsters
apertando.
love hoarding, and they actually have special pouches in their cheeks for storing food. He loves carrots, apples, and chewing tobacco. Now, hamsters are nocturnal, so we'll do our best not to wake him up. But let's just see if we can. Well, the door has been left open. It looks as though Lord Cheeks has actually gone for a little wander. But I'm sure he will be around here somewhere. In the meantime, let's say hello to our tortoise. Now, after last month's viewer vote, she is now, of course, called Slow Barbara. And don't panic,
Where?
even though it's December, Babs here doesn't actually hibernate. Let's say hello. Oh, she's sleeping. Oh, Babs. Oh. Oh. Those are our Nightly Show pets, Megan, both alive and well. Back to you.
Are you taking the piss now?
We'll check in on them,
Where?
or some very similar animals at the same time tomorrow. Now then, I hope you're hungry, because if not, you're about to be. Patrick Bannon is with Chef Jordan Rankley, and they're going to be showing us how to knock up a delicious apple pie. It's time to go into the kitchen.
Don't forget the SFX buttons.
That's right, and I'm joined here by Chef Jordan Rankley. Welcome to the Nightly Show kitchen. How does it compare to the kitchens you're used to?
I love the colours. It's vibrant. It's fresh. It's shame about all the arseholes. Yes?
Sorry?
What?
So,
You own 6 restaurants, you've been awarded 9 Ballon Massifs across your career, and you've worked alongside the best chefs in the world. Tonight you've got me. Oh, are you worried? Am I fucking worried? Are you worried? Are you fucking worried? Yes. So, what are we making today, chef? So, we've got a family over for Leaders' Day. They're hungry. We're going to make them a delicious apple pie. Ooh, lovely. It's got sweetness, it's got the acidity of the fruit, and then get the richness of that pastry. Incredible. Wow, okay, so where do we start? So we're going to start by making our filling. So we've got about 1 kilogram of fresh cooking apples here. Fucking beautiful. And we're going to slice these up perfectly. And then straight into the pan. So, your new show, Demon Kitchen Heart Eater, starts on Friday here on Channel 1. So, tell us about that. So, teams of young chefs come into my kitchen, and one by one I destroy them emotionally. And if there's time, I teach them some basic knife skills. Fuck me, Patrick. What are you doing? What? Shit. Is that how you cut? Fuck, you'll lose a fucking finger. Don't worry, I've got spares. Right, so once we've done that, we set these aside whilst we make the pastry. Yeah? Yep. Bowl. Yeah? Okay. Sugar, butter. We mix that together, and then a whole egg. Okay.
Fazendo tudo errado.
What are you doing, you fucking donkey? Are your brains the size of that fucking egg? Oh, no, chef. No. Shit. Right. Mix that with a wooden spoon and work in that flour, okay? Work that into a nice ball of dough, just like that. So, what does the notoriously fierce Jordan Rankley do to unwind? Shit in bed. Yeah. What's that? What is that? Well, it's a bit lumpy. Lumpy? It could fucking pass for a sack of spuds. Touch that. Touch it. Yeah? Pathetic. Yeah. That goes into chill. Now, we're mixing our filling. Okay. Apples, sugar, yes. Cinnamon. So, you own 6 restaurants across 5 territories. Which is your favourite? Are you mixing that or fucking mix? What? Are you going to light a candle? Take it out to dinner? Fucking mix it for fuck's sake. Right. Now we're rolling out 2/3 of our pastry, bit of flour into the dish. And the filling goes next, right? Absolutely right. Oh, lovely. Okay. Then we're taking the remaining pastry, rolling that into a round, and that goes on the top. Beautiful. Lovely, okay. Right. Brush a bit of water around the rim. Beautiful. Now press gently all the way around. And we're cutting 5 slashes very carefully for the steam. And then brushing the whole thing with a beaten egg. Lovely. Okay. Egg. Ta-da! What do you think? Oh my God. You, come here. Come here, you. That's a disgrace. I'd rather jam my eyeballs up my fucking arse than look at that. I'd rather use my tongue to tie my shoes after a fucking shit-picking contest, do you understand? Then it goes in the oven for 45 minutes. Oh, put your fucking head in the oven while you're at it. Useless. You! Come here, you! You're the worst fucking thing to happen to food since cyanide. Do you know that? I tell you what. Fuck off! Get the fuck out of here! Fuck off! Okay, well, while I do that, let's go now to Megan and Robin, who will be announcing the winners of our competition. Visions of the Future.
I think you might be using those sound effects a little too much there.
Well, that looks delicious. If you want to follow along at home, then make sure you write in with a stamped, addressed envelope and we'll send you the fact sheet. So, Robin, look at all these amazing entries to the Vision of the Future competition.
Yes, we challenged you to show us your predictions of the future, and we were just inundated with entries, weren't we, Megan? From wacky inventions to global problem solving, they are all amazing, and we had the best time looking through each one.
It was so tough narrowing it all down. So we have some amazing runners up. In third place, drum roll please, we have Hamish, who's 3 from Lunwelly. He calls this still life and the future of God, and it really blew us away. Just look at the line work here, and I can really feel every passionate stroke of the brush.
If you look here, you'll see a beautifully rendered, what I thought at first was a smiley face or perhaps a cat. But I think if you really look, you'll see it's actually a representation of the seeming futility of death through the eyes of the living.
Indeed. He's also chosen to just leave a lot of it blank, which I think is really interesting. If you know Hamish and his work, of course, he loves focusing on the negative space rather than the image itself.
Stunning, absolutely stunning, and such talent from one so young, Megan. But next up we have our second place entry. So in second, drum roll please, we have Keith, 41 from Dungleys. Keith, we were sort of aiming this towards our younger viewers, but still, he has sent in his idea of the future, which he's calling Ravaged Earth.
Indeed, he says in his really rather detailed notes, deprived of basic resources, society will resort to a brutal system of weekly battles to the death, where only the victor may breed. He also says at the bottom here, either that or about the same, but maybe a bit worse.
I really love his attention to detail. You can see the sort of gladiatorial arena, and then what I can only assume is Keith himself pulling off this chap's head and shouting, "Come back to me, Linda!" Oh, Keith. Maybe if you spent more time outdoors and less time entering children's competitions, she might not have left.
Special one there. And finally, of course, it's time to reveal our winner. All our runners-up will receive a day out at an inflatable Happy Land on an industrial estate just off the A40. Sorry about that, Keith. But our lucky winner will win the chance to spend the day at the Department of Change to see how our teammates are actually making the new future a reality every day. And the winner is, drum roll please.
Happy with that.
I want to talk about Peter Clement. I didn't like him much. I thought his Man of the People act was just that, an act. But in the 6 years since he's been gone, I started to wonder if he was the only thing keeping the brakes on the team. And I'm wondering if Julia Salisbury realises that when she reflects on his passing. Or worse, that she knew all along. Because then, of course, it's not reflection.
It's getting involved in the party, aren't they? This one seems to have gone a bit haywire in what I can only assume is an ominous sign of things to come. Lovely, Lola.
Well, if our winners have inspired you to make some artwork of your own, do keep sending them in, and yours could be displayed in our gallery here.
Well done again to everyone who took part. We're going to take a break now, but when we come back, we'll be playing the Wheel of Truth and making some lovely homemade gifts. Don't go away. We'll be back after this.
Right. From what I can tell, the vision mix is getting even worse for wear, Alex. I expect things will be more challenging in this next segment.
Meu
So be
Deus.
careful. Don't take any unnecessary risks. Not like what we're putting out actually matters anymore.
Usually walk, but that's not far from here.
Não quero nem saber minha nota aqui.
Tonight, I'll get cars arranged for you both. Find me when you're done and I'll take you out through the loading bay.
Not all
D.
schools had uniforms back then, so I
merda.
could best show off
Pelo menos não foi F.
your womanly curves. After much pacing, and I confess, a few tears.
Será que as pessoas lá do outro negócio escutam o bip?
Pleated skater skirt in dark blue with white sweetheart blouse and the necklace Harry had given me when we'd met in the woods and I allowed him to frolic.
Peraí, eu conheço isso daí.
It's an honest account of my childhood, because in the new future, there's no need for secrets.
There was just so much injustice in the world, I realized, as Portia Hamilton Mann lured my best friend into the convertible her daddy had bought her for Easter. How had I failed to predict the perils of being the poorest postgrad at Poshborough?
It's playing havoc with the sound.
It's bad out there. We're being stretched again.
Let's use a high pass.
Meu Deus.
It's a revolution, Colin.
And like
Well,
me,
can you ask them to keep it down a
understand why we
bit?
can
Já tô
never
vendo, vai dar ruim.
Jenny, where's
15
Glyn?
minutes before
Can we
the
get him out there? I'm not sure
Deitada
about
aqui na
this.
cadeira.
Grandma.
Oh,
he's writing with our other guests at the moment.
I just wouldn't say grandma.
Waves of nervous nausea
Yes,
seized me.
grandmother's arsehole.
Like
It's much better.
Harry on that night when I let him touch
I could have your attention, please? Sarah just needs a word.
Apparently there's been some sort of disturbance near the studio. Now, I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. I wanted to let you know that I've asked for extra security, and they're already on their way.
Thanks, Sarah. Okay, 10 seconds, so positions
Meu
and
Deus.
pose. Okay, this time you've said it. Laughing, and we're going in 5, 4, 3.
Meu Deus.
A bit more audience reaction would be nice, Alex.
Just saying, we can't wait to taste Patrick's pie. I don't know, I think I could wait.
Well, here it is, fresh out the oven.
Wow, it does look amazing. Jordan, how did our Patrick do?
Well, let's just say that pie's got more crust than my grandmother's arsehole. Well, thank you for that. Well, come on, try it. Dig in. Okay.
Mano, essa coisa.
Oh my God.
Oh, Lord.
And a little glass of comfort for Robert, I think.
But now you better go and get ready for that next feature.
Every night we
Nossa,
play a
ainda bem
game
que tava na
Wheel
câmera
of Truth
4.
with our celebrity guests.
But I know what you're thinking. Megan, we've only got one celeb guest. Well observed, viewers, well observed. Well then, I'd better bring her round. Should I?
One for the state of the nation.
What do you think? Here
And
she
one
is,
for me.
best-selling author, lawyer and thinker. I mean, she's only the blooming team leader. It's Julia Thornbury.
With SFX, less is more, Alex.
Oh, welcome, Julia. It's so good to see you.
Oh, Megan, you look incredible.
I was just about to say the same thing. Now, don't get too comfortable. It's time to head over to Robin and Patrick as we play Wheel of Truth.
Are you taking the piss now?
Ué, não fizeram?
That's right, it's that part of the show where we pit our celebs against each other to see if we can break them.
That's right, Robin. They're going to spin the wheel to pick a round, and it could be anything from box of flies to slap my face. They really have no idea.
Lovely.
So up first we have Jordan. Let's give it a spin.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay, let's see what you've landed on. Okay, it's fact or fib. Jordan, is it true that you've been known to order takeaway for a dinner party and pass it off as your own cooking?
It's one fucking time. One time.
Well, I think if that pie was anything to go by, you did them a favour.
Oh, not so fast there, Julia. Fact or fib? We heard you've got a very interesting way of saving time during the laundry. Oh,
Mano, muita coisa pra focar.
why don't you tell us about it?
You absolute... No, I can't. Okay, I think we're just...
Once, we fought and died for the right to an informed choice. We had journalists we could trust, so we made decisions for the common good. Then we took it for granted.
Já vou deixar na câmera 3, vai que o
Now
negócio
we have bread
acaba.
and circuses. So eat your sandwiches and enjoy your clowns while you can.
Honestly, raise my
Merda.
taxes. We're clearly not paying you enough.
Come to my dressing room after the show.
Eu não vi que o negócio já tinha, pensei que o negócio já tinha arrumado.
Blushing, Patrick. Is all this talk of bras embarrassing you?
I mean, I'm not blushing. Come on then, you, Julia. Spin the bloody wheel.
Let's do it.
Okay, here we go. It's Guess That Face. I'm going to show you a picture and you simply have to guess that face. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Julia. Who's that?
Oh my God!
Is that you?
Yes! Look, it was a very difficult time fashion-wise.
That hairdo is fucking hilarious.
No, don't. I think it's sweet.
Well, it is as popular now as it's ever been.
Oh, well, don't get too ahead of yourself there. Jordan, who is this? Does that look familiar at all?
Meu Deus.
I'm glad I was getting fashion advice from someone who managed to make 7 look like 85.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Like I'm haunting the fucking place.
move on. Jordan, let's have another spin. It's my go, Patrick. Go on, sorry, I'm so keen. Let's go so much. Oh, well, you're in for a treat. Yeah. It's fact or fish. Okay. If you look under your podiums, you will find a lovely fish smoothie. Now, I'm going to ask you both a question, and all you have to do is answer it honestly, or else you'll have to drink the smoothie. Okay? Okay. Are you ready for the question? Yes. Here we go. Which of your esteemed hosts is the more talented one? Oh, what a cop-out.
How is it? How is it?
Oh, we made it extra fishy.
I need my fucking mouth. Do you know how much these tastebuds are worth?
Ai, tá bloqueado.
One more spin, so go, Julia, go! Julia, take a look in that box under your desk there.
I think Lord Cheeks is trying to get in on the game. Bless him.
Julia, what have you got in that box? It's not cheese, is it?
Another one, Mr. Bozeman. Don't mind if I do, Mr. Bozeman.
What am I supposed to do with these?
Well, give it a go for us.
But I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing.
Come on, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. She's doing it. She's fucking doing it.
I have to say, unexpected. Well, gosh, that was our game of Wheel of Time. Oh my God, wasn't that fun?
Okay.
That hit the spot.
Now it's time to head over to Megan in Crafty Corner.
I think you might be using those sound effects a little too much there.
Join me in Crafty Corner, where today I'm going to be ably assisted by Julia. Come on over here. Goodness me, I don't know how you're keeping your dinner down. I can still smell that fish.
Well, to be honest, I've had worse. I used to eat at Peter Clement's house.
Oh, well, I hope you've got your artsy hat on, because today we're going to be making something very close to my heart. It's our little studio. Look at that. Isn't it adorable? All of us there on the sofa.
Wow. Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, is that all you in there?
Yeah, it is. If we can just get a little zoom in, there we are. Oh, I don't know about you, Julia, but I always leave my holiday shopping to the last minute.
Oh, every year. I do it every year.
Well, luckily these make amazing gifts. Shall we get cracking?
Yes.
Oh, well, not much left in the bottle. Pity not to.
Here, and Julia, that's it. Grab those scissors. I just want you to get rid of this front panel here.
Perfect. Will do.
Are you big celebrators in your house, Julia?
Oh, yes, no. In my house, we show our love through food. Big dinners, loads of drinks.
Absolutely right. That's the best bit about any holiday. It's all that food.
This bit as well.
Absolutely right. Cutting along the line there. Do be careful with the scissors at home. Make sure you're being supervised if you are a child. There we go. Fabulous. Okay, so it's going to look a little something like this, and I've got one here I made earlier. We painted it with a bit of poster paint, white to match our lovely curtains here in the studio, but you can obviously have whichever backdrop you like.
Like a nice shiny gold one.
Exactly right. So we're going to make bits of our set now to put in the studio, perhaps a little desk. So I'm just going to grab this piece of card. I just got it from a little cereal box packet. I think I'll give you this one, Julia. Shall I?
Thank you
there
so much.
Go. And all you need to do is cut along the lines there. Fabulous. So what's the best part of any Leaders' Day dinner, do you reckon?
I don't even have to think about it. Really? I love the 3 potato pie.
3 potato pie? I don't know that one.
You know, with the chips covered in the mash or wrapped up in a jacket potato. Is that just me that does that?
I
don't know, but that sounds starchy.
Well done, Julia. So now she's folding over a little bit there. What it's going to look like at the end is this little rectangular shape there. And we're going to pop it in the middle. Bit of sticky tape on the back there so it sticks down. Now we need a sofa. That's what we need next. We're going to make that out of a lovely paper cup. Having fun down there, knocking it all over.
I got one though, Megan.
Good, fantastic.
And clinkety-clink.
Here down the middle. Exactly right. Then when you've done that, around the bottom and again around the top. Well done. When you're done,
There we go.
it's going to look a little something like this. And look what I've done there. I've stuck some felt down. Nice and comfortable sofas.
Yes, can't have our tiny Megan having an uncomfortable sofa, can we?
Absolutely not.
She'll be on the phone to her tiny agent and getting someone tiny fired.
Oh, there's only one thing missing, isn't there, Julia? What is that?
Higher caliber of guests.
Nearly, it's people. So all we've done to make our little people is we've stuck a cocktail stick into a bottle cap. We just need a face for that now. I've got a good one here. I know it well. It's me. I'm going to stick it down there. A little bit of sticky tape. Oh, my felt's going everywhere. There we go. Oh, I'm a bit lonely. Let's take Robin and Patrick over. Sitting down on the couch over there.
There you go. And, well, I'll make myself just comfortable just there. Yeah, there we go.
And these, of course, are all made and cut out of our favourite newspapers or magazines, so you can have any guests you like. Julia, is there anyone else you'd like in the studio?
Oh, yes. Well, I'm going to be playing Wheel of Truth with Ronnie from Heatran.
Nice.
Yes, put that way. Yes, he's going to be teaching me choreography, and I'll be teaching him foreign policy.
And, of course, you can decorate them however you want. Perhaps you're a bit, I don't know, nostalgic for the old look of our studio. We've got the blue studio down there. Or even a bit of retro red. I've got Sheila Quickstep being interviewed there by... Oh, sorry, that's not supposed to be...
Oh, Mama, that's blazing. Oh, bloody hell, this is still on.
When we come back, I'll be on the couch of chat talking to some of you.
Marcel.
I just cannot wait. We'll be back after these messages.
Why do we bother, Alex? What's the point? It's not like this is even close to journalism anymore. How did I let it get this far?
This is in control.
Starting off here in Territory 1, make sure you
Mano, qual é o problema desse cara? Ele só fica bebendo.
5 or 6 degrees. As we head towards Leaders' Day later in the week, there's a 100% chance of festivity.
Should we be worried? We've got the Prime Minister here. It's good that she's here. She's the reason for the extra security. Are we going to need her? Possibly. They're back. It's not very reassuring. I know. Good thing I'm not your mum, right?
Who saw an unbelievable 191
B, melhor que nada.
Though a nasty cold
Nossa, eles
snap
tiraram
brings
a
bitter
força que tinha
winds
aqui.
so not all sunshine and rainbows. No rainbows in sight over Territories 3 and 4, as a Category 2 storm warning means we advise our residents to spend their Leaders' Weekend indoors. Though we're sure the happy parents of the 12 new children in Territory 3
Mano.
will be thanking their lucky stars for an
Qual
excuse
será
to
o
stay
rumo que tá
home.
tomando esse jogo? Pelo amor de
Though, of
Deus.
course, nothing to do with stars, more of a hot air, cold air thing.
Não que eu tô...
Next, this front of warm smiles heads across
Both at the same time, Colin?
We're still
Não que eu tô criticando o jogo, tô falando assim,
That is not
o
fair.
rumo que a história tá tomando.
I thought she's around to my family. Sprung's are huge in services of the casino.
of 23 new arrivals.
Oh, crikey.
Everybody okay in here?
Yeah, we would be if you stopped asking us questions like that.
We're expecting trouble.
Não vamos dar essa pergunta sem parar o
Serious. You
botão.
might hear some noises, but it's nothing to be concerned about. The services know what they're doing.
So, not to be freaked. That's okay. The show must go on and all that. Tits and teeth.
As always, we'll
crap,
be
sorry.
bringing you a more specific rundown of the numbers in
Thank
your
you, Jenny.
area later
Tits
this
and
evening.
teeth, armed and ready.
10 seconds, everybody. Best in the business, yes.
And all our precious
Câmera 2.
In 5, 4, 3. Welcome back to the nightly show where it's time for the Prime Minister to face the toughest critics in the territories. You lot out there.
Call us on the usual numbers with your questions for the Prime Minister.
First up, we have Humphrey from Hamble Bamblebury.
Lovely place. I'm hoping to retire there.
Oh, good choice.
Are you there, Humphrey? Are you there, Humphrey? Hello, Humphrey? Hello, Humphrey?
Weird
appear to have lost Humphrey. We'll try and get him back, but let's go to another call in the meantime. Who've we got next, Patrick?
Next up, we've got Mandy from Westminster. Ooh, I don't think I'll be retiring there.
Hi, Mandy. You're through to the Prime Minister. What's your question?
Hello? Hello? Mandy? Mandy? What's going on, Jenny?
Oh, we try not to talk to the crew.
Jenny?
The lines are down.
Pull down to maintenance and get...
We can't.
Pull down to
All the lines are down. All the lines are down.
Well, apologies to our viewers at home. We seem to have a few technical gremlins making mischief behind the scenes. So while we're getting back up and running, Patrick has a couple of questions that were sent in by our viewers earlier this week.
I do? Oh, yes. yes, no, of course I do. Well, our first question is from Patricia, who lives on Camera Avenue. And what she really wants to know... Lock the door! Lock the fucking door!
Don't do this, CCO! Seal the doors! You're Jenny, aren't you? Come here. You're Jenny. Don't be afraid, Jenny. We're not here to hurt you. We're not here to hurt anyone if we don't have to. All I want you to do is to keep the show on the air. Do you understand? Keep the show on the air. Just do your job and everything will be all right, okay? Just do your job and everything will be all right. Okay?
Don't be afraid, Jenny. Don't be afraid, Jenny.
You two, on your knees over there. You two, on your knees over there. Move! So, this is the famous couch of chat, eh?
I don't answer questions at gunpoint, Mr. James.
Oh. You're not at gunpoint, Prime Minister. You're not at gunpoint. They are.
Nevertheless, if you think I'm going to answer to you, then I'm afraid
you don't have to answer to me, Julia. Are the doors locked and sealed?
Yes, sir. No one's getting around.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Good. Good. All clear.
Good. Thank you. Yes, good. Thank you.
Olha quem tá de volta.
Hello, you.
Tô botando efeito sonoro.
Why didn't you make contact?
We've only put you in their crosshairs, I'm sorry.
Rotten, selfish bastard.
Yes.
Rotten, selfish.
Keep the show going. Let them go, Alan. There'll be no killing tonight. There'll be no killing tonight.
I don't think we've met. I'm Patrick Bannon.
Is that what you're telling yourself, is it? Is that what you're telling yourself, is it?
Não, ela não é.
Sorry for barging in. Hate what you've done with the place.
Me too. Would you like your spot?
It's yours now.
Would you like your spot?
You wear it well. It's yours. So, let's talk, shall we?
Armed security are on their way, Mr. Donaldson. I know you know that.
Let's make this the time.
Well, I'll leave you to it then.
No. I think you should stay too.
For safety.
I think you should stay too. For balance. Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Let's welcome back the National Nightly News. Tonight I'm joined by probably the two most influential people in the country, if not the continent. So let's see if we can't kick over a few rocks and see what's lurking underneath. Prime Minister, if I could turn to you first.
I have nothing to hide.
Except that which is already hidden. Prime Minister, what is norethindrone? Prime Minister, what is norethindrone?
I beg your pardon?
Norethindrone. It's used in birth control, among other things. If you haven't heard of that, perhaps you could enlighten us in regards to Acrobacterium tumefaciens.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, Mr. Donaldson.
Well, that suggests a lack of attention to detail, Prime Minister. It's a bacterium used in the genetic modification of an organism. And I found traces of both these substances in every single one of the menu centre food boxes that I've had analysed from across the territories, if you wonder.
What exactly are you suggesting?
I'm not suggesting anything, Prime Minister. I'm just pointing out the facts.
Oh my God.
Pointing out the facts.
Is that why Kate and I can't have...
So you blamed it on the radioactive clouds from your bombs?
Before Stacey. We tried so many times.
Prime Minister, is there something wrong with the food? Is there something wrong with the food?
Fine. Fine. You want the truth? I think it'll help your viewers sleep at night. Well, here it is. 6 years ago, when we came to power, we had access to the real facts and figures. And they told us we were doomed. The population was expanding at an unsustainable rate. Within 50 years, we would be out of natural resources. We would war over fuel, and then inevitably food and clean water. It was no exaggeration to say that we were facing extinction. It was supposed to be opt-out contraception, an end to unwanted children, a chance to rebalance. But something went wrong in the testing phase. Nature took over. I never wanted this.
So you covered it up and blamed the sterility on the bombs?
Oh, please don't lecture me on morality, Mr. James. Your hands are far too dirty for that.
Disrupt only did what had to be done.
Disrupt are not the answer. You'll just take us to an even more extreme version of where we were before. Your miserable policies will kill us all.
I'm not the one who built the transition centres.
No, you're from a time where people didn't even have the basic right to choose how and when to die.
You turned children against their parents.
We enabled young people to speak up about the abuse that they were facing. And guess what? Most of that abuse came from within their own families.
Identity cards!
Grow up!
Sterilised us against our will.
I built a sustainable future.
That's too much. That's not for you to choose.
Well, if not me, then who? Who would choose it for themselves?
And isn't that at the heart of all this? You don't trust us to choose. You think you know best, you know what's good for us, and if we disagree with you, then you'll send us to betterment. That's why there's no news anymore, because there's no choice, so there's no point.
There should be elections.
Elections have been suspended.
Time to unsuspend them then. If you want to carry on, you'll need a mandate. We have people ready to stand against you in every territory.
So, let's turn to you, Mr. James.
Yes.
Let's turn to you.
I want to assure the public that though disrupt are occasionally forced to violent means, we are not by nature a violent organisation.
Jenny?
Yes, Jeremy?
Could you have this queued up for us, please?
Jeremy, it'd be a pleasure.
Is that from Disrupt Leadership?
In a way. Mr. James, before you launch into your rather premature election campaign, I think it'd be useful for the viewers at home if you were to also answer a question or two.
Of course. When we come to power, one of the first things we'll do is restore a free press. The truth is very important. No more hidden secrets.
If you say so. From whom do you take your orders, by the way?
I beg your pardon?
Well, you're Disrupt's spokesman, but for whom do you speak?
You know I can't tell you. It's too dangerous for me to say.
I don't share those concerns. You see, I've met with them almost 5 years ago now, back when I was a news anchor. But I also met with them a week ago to discuss tonight's activities. I think they wanted to check that I'd stick to the script, which really shows how little they know me. So this time, I wore a hidden camera. Would you like to see a little of what we discussed?
No, you can't. She'll have them arrested. They'll be dead by morning.
Not an unfair assessment.
Fortunately, it's not up to me. It's up to Alex and the broadcast. What screen, Jenny?
Green 4.
No, you can't. My people will stop you. Cut the power to your machines.
Well, I would imagine mine will be doing their level best to ensure that Mr. Donaldson's footage gets the airing it deserves. After all, my security forces will be here soon, and I imagine this will end very badly for all of you.
Queued up and ready.
Thank you, Jenny.
Queued up and ready.
Alex, Showing this will have consequences. For someone not showing it. It's up to you.
Alex, you got us this far. Please don't fall at the last hurdle. Please don't fall if you
Oh damn, glad I'm not making this choice.
all our good
Cala a
work,
boca.
all the years of disrupting. You could make it all for nothing. Please, don't play that footage. Don't play that footage.
Obliged to be here tonight. I just brought down the fucking Prime Minister. All I had to do was press a fucking button.
But that's what you've never understood, is it, Mr. Donaldson? Just because the button's there doesn't mean it has to be pushed.
Just because the gun is there, you don't necessarily have to grab it.
Espera, que
You
aconteceu?
have
First
to
aí.
push the button. You have to pull the thread. It's your fatal flaw.
No, it's not. It's what makes him great.
Not every story should be told, Jeremy.
We have a duty to the truth.
But there are so many truths. I'm a terrorist. I'm a freedom fighter. I'm a raving lunatic.
I'm the woman who killed millions. I'm the woman who saved billions.
All of these things are true. But this program and all the others like it, they pick which truth to tell, which way to word those truths.
Without the tacit backing of this station, Mr. James's organisation would never have achieved what we have seen here today.
We back neither Mr. James nor his organisation.
Peter hated how you'd bend the truth or show us only what you wanted us to see.
Espera, que?
Showing those private conversations, it would have been a betrayal of trust.
Aren't you even a little curious to know what they had to say about you, Alan?
What's private is private. When they want me to know, I'll know. When they feel safe to come forwards, they will. It should be up to them.
Eu acho que eu devia ter
That's what
apertado
freedom
antes,
is
que
supposed to
merda.
mean. It's your life. You choose. That's what Disrupt want. Freedom. But not freedom from consequences. Nobody grows that way. We become sterile, like she made the rest of society. You should be in prison.
Well, and by that token, so should you, Mr. James. Well, and by that token, so should you, Mr. James.
Tá achando que fiz merda.
There will be elections in the territories. Election night will be 12 weeks from tonight. I believe, when they think on it, that the people will realise what they have gained and understand why they have lost that which they have had to lose.
You're deluded. You accidentally sterilised 4 out of 5 people. You'll be lucky if you're in charge of anything ever again. You're in charge of anything ever again.
Circles here. And if we don't wrap up soon, our boss will fire us all. So, with the promise of elections in the spring, it seems we're nowhere near the end of this nation's story. At least from here on, there is hope it will be conducted with words instead of bullets. There will be recriminations, of course, and calls for revenge and punishment. But we do not need more hate. We need truth and reconciliations. And hopefully that's what we will get. And then when we've listened, we will decide. All of us. One vote each. Anything to add?
I think you've got it covered.
Would you like to take us out?
You know, I really do.
I like that too.
I really do.
I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Johnston. And from everyone here at the National Nightly News, let's make tomorrow better.
And we're out.
I'll be on the phone to Bozeman in the morning.
That'll be interesting. His daughter just gave birth to an unviable.
Are you coming out with us? Apparently, we're free to go.
Closer. You go.
Happier, healthier.
Will you be joining us on the campaign trail?
Never been stronger.
I wouldn't vote for your party, Mr. James.
But
Or
there are
hers.
those who would seek to separate.
Who knows? Maybe
and
I'll run as an
destroy
independent.
us.
You wouldn't last 5 minutes.
They can infiltrate
You're
us.
too honest for politics.
They can drive apart our bonds of family, friendship, and community.
But we see them moving
Thank
along
you.
us, clear as day,
Letting
sowing
me
division, undermining our
ruin your
lives and
awful show.
threatening our achievements.
Oh, I've got some hope that this new format won't be around long, especially when Bozeman sees the ratings tonight. Who knows, we might even do some real
And
news.
history
Stranger things
to
have happened.
justify their need to oppress.
They want
But
more
don't make
than
this a
their
habit,
fair share.
okay? There's a
Put
list for
themselves
guests.
before
You
the
book in.
people.
Let's do that next time. Thank you.
In a disrupt world, they would decide what women do with their bodies.
They would decide what
I
kinds
hadn't
of
realised that.
relationships are natural.
They would exploit the vulnerable.
I want to hear about every disastrous date you've had in the last 5 years. I want names, expectations, crimes.
That's going to take more than one dinner.
Fine. I have nothing to do. And
As
you
the
have
default, as the status quo, predetermined and inevitable.
Mano, eu tentei passar a fita, mas o negócio deu erro.
They would see themselves at the top of a hierarchy built to enrich, empower.
Nossa.
Take a little time. Take a little time with your thoughts.
O país ainda ama Lawrence, mas a indústria odeia. Jesus ainda está em busca de patrocinadores para chegar à Lua e também precisa de cientistas e engenheiros. Né, mano? Esse foi Not for Broadcast. Oxi. Então, gente, espero que tenham curtido o vídeo de hoje. Não esqueça de deixar like, se inscrever no canal e compartilhar esse vídeo para que mais pessoas possam ver. Falou!